Hey guys, it's Aaron Classic Gamer. We're getting ready to play the Super Nintendo Entertainment System Nintendo Switch Online. So yeah, they brought 20 Nintendo Switch games this past Tuesday to the Nintendo Switch. Really, really cool, guys. It's $20 a month for Nintendo Switch Online, and you get the 20 games, and I think another 40 on the NES Nintendo Switch Online. So total of 60 games you can play anytime you want. The Nintendo Switch Super Nintendo Entertainment System Online there. You are able to play online multiplayer, which is really, really cool feature, guys. So that's something to check out. Like I said, only $20 a month. We're going to go ahead and launch that over here on the other screen here in just a second. Listen to some epic Super Nintendo classic music from the good old Donkey Kong. Now this is from Evo. Search for Eden. We'll just listen to that here until we get over to the other screen, guys. You gotta check out the Nintendo Switch, guys. If you don't have it, you need to pick it up. The NES Nintendo Switch Online, you can play 40 games online for the $20 a year, and another 20 games on the SNES Nintendo Switch Online app. So really, really cool, guys. Plus you can play online in all your other games. Overwatch is coming to the Nintendo Switch. A lot of cool stuff, guys. So let's hop over the other screen, guys, and we'll launch the game app, and we're just going to check out what games we have on there, and we'll play a few minutes of a couple games just to check it out. Alright, we've got that classic start button noise from Super Mario World. Speaking of Super Mario World, let's go ahead and check out all these games here. You got Brawl Brothers, which is a beat 'em up. Decent game, but really hard to play, by Jaleco. Breath of Fire is an RPG by Squaresoft. Really cool game. You've got Demon's Crest by Capcom, kind of an offshoot of, I don't know. God, I can't think of the game right now. But anyway, Ghosts and Goblins, I guess. That's what it was. Really hard game, branching different levels and things like that. Pretty cool. F-Zero, really cool. Of course, published by Nintendo. The Race of the 26th Century. Really love this game, guys. We played it on the channel quite a few times. N64, and of course the GameCube version is just completely and utterly epic. So, gotta check that out. Then we have Joe and Mac 2, Lost in the Tropics. Never played that game. It's by Data East. Might be able to give that a try here sometime on the channel. Then you have Kirby's Dream Course by Nintendo. Really cool Super Nintendo game. I was more partial to Kirby's All-Star Plus on the Super Nintendo. But then we've got another Kirby game. We've got Kirby's Dream Land 3. Also a very solid Kirby title there. You got Pilot Wings by Nintendo. This was a launch title. You jumping out of planes and landing. I don't know. It's really relaxing. Cool game. We might check that out. Then of course you have Super Ghouls and Ghosts, like we talked about earlier. I said Ghosts and Goblins. What the heck is wrong with me? But anyways, Demon's Crest was kind of an offshoot of that by Capcom. There's the old Capcom logo there. Capcom USA. Earth Defense Force, it's a cool shoot 'em up. A lot of different options, things like that. Nothing too special. I'd say it's towards the bottom end of the shoot 'em ups for the Super Nintendo, pardon me. It's a fun game. Is it a great game? No, but it's definitely fun. Stunt Racer FX came out right after Star Fox, using that Super FX chip, showing all the cool different things you can do with the FX chip, racing in a 3D environment. A lot of slowdown, unfortunately, if I remember correctly. I had this game when I was a kid. A lot of slowdown. Star Fox, of course, the first Super FX chip game. Published by Nintendo. It says a revolutionary Super FX microchip creates special effects like never before. Alright. And it's a fun game, guys. It doesn't look great by now standards, but it's definitely a cool game. It's worth playing. If you ever pick up the Super Nintendo Classic Edition, Super Nintendo Classic Edition, it's on there. A beautiful game, guys. A lot of fun. The game got canceled, Star Fox 2. But both games are a lot of fun, worth playing. Super Mario Kart needs no introduction. The gameplay is epic. Beautiful sprites, super fast, 60 frames a minute gameplay. Awesome. Just completely awesome. Where racing becomes an adventure. Then, of course, you have the launch title, Super Mario World, which would be Super Mario Bros. 4. Great follow-up to Super Mario Bros. 3 on the NES, guys. Just expands upon the gameplay in so many different ways. Really, really cool. Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island. You're Yoshi saving baby Mario. Kind of a cutesy game. A really cool follow-up, though. It definitely was not like a Super Mario World 2 like we really wanted, but definitely doesn't disappoint. I mean, I'd give the game probably an 8 out of 10. Great game. Super Metroid, of course, by Nintendo. The greatest in the series, guys. Just kind of dungeon crawler, Metrovania style. Of course, this is what bred the whole Metrovania style game. This and Castlevania. Beautiful game. Great music. Just unbelievably foreboding. Amazing game, guys. Right there behind Super Mario World and Super Mario Kart and Star Fox. Amazing game. Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past, possibly one of the best Legend of Zelda games. I thought this was my favorite Legend of Zelda game until I played Breath of the Wild. So that tells you a lot. Great game, guys. 20, 30 hours of gameplay. I've replayed this game over and over again. I still have my original SNES cart. Great game, guys. Check it out anytime you want. Super Tennis, never played it. It says, smash a forehand, rifle a return, or charge the net. They say it's a pretty good, tennis game. I don't know. Never got into the sports games too much on the SNES. I was more of a sports guy on the Sega Genesis. You have Super Soccer. I could say the same thing about that. Never played it. People say it's a decent, if not one of the better soccer games on the SNES. Next we have Puyo Puyo. I don't know what that says, but that's what it is. Puzzle game from the early 90s, guys. Great game. Definitely worth its salt. You've watched me play Puyo Puyo Tetris for the Nintendo Switch. Really love the game. Alright, guys. So let's go ahead and pick a game and we'll start it out. Let's go ahead and play some F-Zero. Drinking some Sam Adams Boston Lager. Awesome game. Got a little bit of a cold, guys, so forgive me. 4 different carts to choose from. We'll usually pick Captain Falcon. We'll do the Night League. Race a couple races here. What I have noticed is the emulation is very good. If you're not doing well in the game, it's because you are not very good at the game, which you may see during this live stream. Takes me a little while to get my bearings. Seems like the controls on the Switch, whoa, are a little looser than what you would find elsewhere. No, we're trying again, guys. I guess we could have just replayed. Yeah, this is another cool thing you can do, guys. You can hit the replay button. You can go back in time. Since this is emulation, it's all the fun stuff of emulation. You can do save states, just like you can on the NES online experience. Yeah, I'm not seeing a lot of ghosting or anything like that. This game is super fast. Definitely a really good test of the hardware. You know, I'm in second place already. course, I had to use the replay feature because I'm trying to use an analog stick to play an SNES game, but that's okay. You're going down to Chinatown. I just got past you. Alright. I don't know if I'm going to play all 20 games. Definitely not on this video, but we'll play 4 or 5 different games and just kind of get a feel of how it plays. It's great that they've offered the SNES games 20 more games as a kind of a consolation prize of playing online. Of course, I've gotten my money's worth with Splatoon and Super Smash Bros. Melee. Ah! That's what I get for trying to drink beer and race. It's rough, guys. It's rough. I'm in 3rd place. What's going on here? We gotta still try to win. We're in 2nd now. Alright, now we're in 1st place again. Definitely need to recharge a little bit. Final lap. Almost completely recharged. We're ready to rock and roll and get out of control. Never drink beer and play Super Nintendo. It can be hazardous to your gameplay. Alright, 1st place, guys. Can't beat that. Beer. Drinking some Sam Adams Oktoberfest. Check it out, guys. It's only available for like 2 or 3 months. In the fall, like August to October-ish. Amazing game. So we're going to hit LR and ZR. We're going to jump out of the game. You can load your suspend point. You can create a suspend point. We're just going to go to game selection. Let's check out some Pilot Wings, guys. If you guys see a game on here you want me to play, I'll play it. I don't like the cropping of the game. I wish that it would go all the way to the bottom there, but it has to show you, of course, select button, start button, and suspend mode at the bottom. Kind of weird. Do you ever dream of flying? The Flight Club offers a variety of aerial sports to thrill and challenge you. Dare to take the first step and earn your license. This is Tony. He's our instructor. He's covering a few basics. Want to score 120 or more to pass. We're doing the light plane and we're doing skydiving because it's 1914. I believe, unfortunately, F-Zero is not available for multiplayer. That was a big disappointment. I checked that out the other day and I wanted to play it and it was not possible. Now, is F-Zero, is it a very good version of F-Zero? Yes. I have F-Zero. I really enjoy F-Zero. Whoa, way under. Alright, we braked. Yeah, it's a big bummer, man, because F-Zero is amazing. They can have some screws loose, man. Nice to meet you, ToonDesk. Please like the channel. Of course, we do YouTube videos and things like that. Head over to the YouTube channel. We got a Twitter. Like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Thanks for commenting, that's for sure. Yeah, I don't know why they didn't do 2-player Is it worth the money you pay for it? $20 a month? Hell yeah, it's worth it. Plus you get all these games on top of it, plus the online play and all the other games. Yeah, it's awesome. But could they have went a little farther with it instead of doing the basic, you know, 2-player and just a few games like, you know, Super Mario Kart? Yeah. Is that a huge bummer? F-Zero is not multiplayer? Yes. I'm super disappointed myself. Oh no. Press A to open. Oh no! I don't know, that's really weird. It's hard to tell with great landing! It's hard to tell with Nintendo, you know? Did they want to put the extra effort forward? I don't know. You know, I've got a RetroPie, and it's got NetLink on there, NetPlay or whatever, and I played multiple times online, and it's not a hard thing to do. I've got a little RetroPie in a little bitty box, and got my SN30 8-bit DOE controller, so it's pretty authentic playing wirelessly there. And I play online with other people, but unfortunately Nintendo has not done that. It's really weird. Yeah, man, I love the SNES. I was a big Sega Genesis fan back in the day, and really enjoyed the Sega Genesis, but the SNES was where it was at, man. Donkey Kong Country, Chrono Trigger, Super Mario World. Oh man, so many good times. Final Fight, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Turtles in Time, Secrets of Mana. Oh man, Final Fantasy 3, Final Fantasy 2, which is 6 and 4 respectively in Japan. R-Type, Super Mario Kart. Crazy stuff, man. I don't know. I'd love to see the N64 Virtual Console. Took a lot of complaining to get the Super Nintendo Virtual Console. So I don't know. Maybe if we keep raising hell, I guess, we'll get what we want. I would be glad to buy the games again. I just want to be able to play them portably, you know, so... I don't know why Nintendo doesn't see that as something that we need. But that's something that they apparently don't see as an issue. Alright. Very relaxing game. Yeah, man, these games did capture our hearts. They were absolutely amazing. I've got a huge NES collection as well. Just games I've been picking up over the last 30 years. I just love this era of Nintendo, you know? You've got NES, SNES, Nintendo 64. They had some dark days there in between there, the N64 and GameCube, but really enjoyed all those systems. Again, I was a Sega guy as well. Did the Dreamcast and the Saturn and the Sega 32X and all that stuff, but man, I tell you, these games, they really just, like you said, they capture your heart. They're just amazing. Let's check out some Super Mario Kart, guys. Yeah, they probably don't give a shit, but you know what? No matter what happens, I mean, they still got me, man. I love these games. I buy the games, I enjoy them, I play them. Like I said, I got the RetroPie. I play on that. Are they just raking in the money and giving us a mediocre experience? Of course they are. Are they going to be able to keep doing this long term? Well, they've been doing it for a couple generations now, and You know, they keep getting away with it. Am I having fun right now? Hell yeah, I am. Because the memory of these games and the nostalgia keeps me going. I had some of the best gaming memories of my life on the Nintendo Switch, though. In recent times, alright, hit him with the shell. Like Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Super Mario Odyssey. Man, just so many good memories. Of course, Splatoon 2. Played that on the channel quite a bit. Lots of fun. Lots of fun. So, are they raking us over the coals? You're probably right, you know. Or do they give a shit? Probably not. Because they're going to keep raking us over the coals and making money off of us, is what I think. Is that right? I don't know. I don't know. Do I wish we had a comparable online experience to, like, the, I don't know, the Xbox One or the PS4 or even hell on Steam, you know? But that would be great. Why we have to use our cell phones as a chat device is just completely archaic and unbelievable. The Xbox had better online features. Oh yeah, first place! Way back in, I don't know. I mean, it was a long time ago, man. I mean, back in what, 2003? Oh, you met Shigeru Miyamoto at E3? Man, that's awesome. He sketched a mini Mario for you and a Mario World poster. That's amazing. You know, I've got Donkey Kong and Popeye and a couple other arcade machines from the golden era there of Nintendo from 1981, 82 there. I got the board for Donkey Kong Jr. and the actual 6-foot arcade machine. Huge fan, man. That would be amazing. Way to go. Really glad you joined the live stream here. I'm not a big Twitch user, but I like just getting online here, and I'll upload it to YouTube. I'd say I'm a YouTuber that gets on Twitch once in a while. Nothing too crazy. I should definitely do a live stream at some point of F-Zero over NetPlay on the over the RetroPie, because that's just unbelievable that people with virtually no resources can set it up and Nintendo chooses not to. But I don't know. Hell, maybe we'll get an N64 Classic edition on the Switch, and we'll get the GameCube too. I don't know. One can hope. We're gonna race this race and hop into another game. I don't know, maybe Super Ghouls and Ghosts or Puyo Puyo, or not doing very good. Kind of weird playing this with an analog stick. Final lap! Ah! Alright, first place. You love Miyamoto. His work is divine. You're right, man. He is probably the greatest developer in the history of developers. Well, I mean, I don't know. When it comes down to it, I don't know. I'm drinking too much beer, so bear with me. But, man, oh man. I mean, the amount of amazing games that he has created over his lifetime is just unbelievable. Yeah, I saw that Nintendo Switch Lite. I don't know. I don't like the, you know, the buttons. There's not even a D-pad on the Switch I bought. It was day one edition, you know, but be good to have a regular, just normal D-pad. They did it right on the NES, the SNES. Hell, even the GameCube D-pad was pretty good, but man, Yeah, and the thing is, they just keep raking in our money, man. They just keep raking in our money. And you know, like I said, I don't blame them, but at the same, I don't know, at the same time, it'd be nice to get a little more bang for your buck. So we're going to play a Japanese title. This is Puyo Puyo. So you want to get 4 or more of like colored, I don't know what the hell they are, blobs, I guess. I don't know. I don't understand it. I don't want to try to understand Japanese culture or gaming. Do I love it? Yes. It's a fun game. Let's check it out. Let's play a level here, guys. I don't know. This is all in Japanese. Why would they do this in an American game? I don't know. Like you said, it's mental. Oh yeah! Macho Man Randy Savage right there. I don't know what you're saying. Lesson 1. I was a big Tetris player back in the day. So we got an opportunity here. There we go. And that adds to your neighbor there. So plop that purple down in there. There we go. And we'll put this red down in there. We'll keep adding to their levels there. I mean, there's a way to tell. It's probably 2 or 3 people. It's not that many people, man. I think I've got 3 or 4 people watching right now. Nothing too crazy. I just play what I want. I don't do, you know, stuff that's modern terribly often. I mean, I played Overwatch a couple times on live stream. I play... you know, I love the game. I mean, that's what it boils down to me. If it's a good game that I enjoy, I play it on the channel, you know. If people like it, great. If people don't, I don't care. I don't run ads. You know, I just believe in having fun on YouTube and Twitch, and I'm not here to make a living off of it, man. I'm just here to enjoy my hobby and find some like-minded people. So, and I've done that. I've found a lot of really cool people here on Twitch and YouTube. So, trying to play and look at the chat here. Sorry, man. Yeah, I can see the usernames that they post, yeah. But, I call them the stalkers, you know, people that just, they just kind of show up, but they never actually post anything. I get a lot of that. I get that on YouTube, and I get that on Twitch, and everything else. And that's cool. People don't want to engage sometimes. And that's okay. You know, people just want to stop and watch a video. I'm cool with that. Hell, I do that all the time on YouTube, man. I watch YouTube 3 or 4 hours a day, probably, and you know, I don't comment on every video. I don't subscribe to every channel that I look at, you know? I mean... Alright, we win! Puyo Puyo! No, it doesn't show their usernames if you don't post. So, like, these people are just kind of like looky-loos, you know what I mean? We're going to jump out of this game, pick up something else here. Let's see. I don't know much about this tennis game. I don't know if I want to play that or not. How about some Star Fox? Yeah, if people don't post a comment, it'll show up as a view or whatever on the video, but it doesn't show up as, like, I don't know who watched it. YouTube can be cracked, that's for damn sure. get to watching one video and I watch 20 videos, it feels like. Let's go ahead and do the training level. Stunt race. Alright, man. We'll play stunt race after this. We'll get through this training level here. Might play level 1. I kind of like some Star Fox. Yeah, we'll definitely play that. Just kind of checking it out. I haven't really played all the games. The emulation is really good. I spent a lot of time on my RetroPie and really got that kind of the way that I want it. And got I don't know, 15 or 20,000. I think it was 15,000 games on it. It plays really good, you know, and oh no. Oh, that's horseshit. There we go. Oh, you're a cartoonist, so you probably enjoy this style of graphics, man. It's trying to get me to fly in formation, which I'm piss poor at, especially after 4 or 5 beers. There we go. A little late to the party, but here we are. Stay in formation, don't suck. Well, guess what? Oh man, in 1993 when this came out, oh my god. Unbelievably amazing. Just kind of kicking this down the field here. Oh, come on. I mean, the game did not look bad. Not at the time, that's for sure. You know, Sega was doing stuff with the Sega CD that was amazing with music that cannot be matched because of the quality of sound, but the memorability of the music on the SNES is, I mean, it's unparalleled. It's unparalleled. I mean, it was just such a good time with the Nintendo, Super Nintendo, pardon me. Stay in formation. We're gonna go back to the game here. Toon Desk, yeah, man, it's good stuff. It's really cool, man. You're a cartoonist. That's awesome. Let's play this first level, guys, and we'll go play some Stunt Racer. Star Fox team, our last resort is a counterattack Venom. Good luck. Alright, better drink a little bit of beer here. Have you had the chance to play Star Fox 2? I had played the ROM prior to getting the SNES Classic, but it was not up to par comparatively to the SNES Classic version. Awesome game, guys. Oh, The Simpsons. Oh, man. Don't get any better than that, man. I've got the arcade board for the original Simpsons game. The cartoon, oh, man. You don't get any more classic than The Simpsons. Whoa! What are we doing? We're just wrecking into shit. That's what we're doing. We might not make it through this level. Need to start playing with the D-pad. Playing with the Pro Controller. Oh man, if you love the Simpsons show, especially the first couple seasons, you should check out the arcade game, man. It is amazing. It's kind of weird because Smithers is like the bad guy. I don't know. It's kind of weird. It kind of goes by some stuff that they wrote that never got practiced, I guess. That never got put into practice. I don't know, it's kind of weird, but it's a really cool game. If you like beat 'em ups. I was trying to knock down a couple of these buildings. Yeah, the 3D abilities here. Star Fox. Oh man, Star Fox SNES versus N64. Oh my gosh. That's a hard one, man. And you know, I kind of interject a little bit. You know, Star Fox Zero on... Did you ever have a chance to play Star Fox Zero on the Wii U? I'm talking, yeah, I died. Oh, well, guys. I hope it doesn't start me from the beginning, no. But man, what a fun game. It's a reinvention of the original game. Unbelievable. The motion controls, a lot of people don't like them, but people are truly missing if they don't play that game, man. I don't know, I guess. So the question is N64 Star Fox versus Star Fox on the Super Nintendo. Oh man. So I guess we go to what is more historically relevant. I mean, I remember when I was a kid playing Star Fox here. This is before the PlayStation came out, and the N64, and I don't know. This is the first real 3D graphics. I mean, it just totally blew me away. I guess the Super Nintendo wins, you know? Nostalgia purposes, anyway. Now, the game I played the most, man, it's a close one. I played a lot of, you know, Star Fox 64, but I also played a lot of Star Fox on the SNES. I don't know. It's kind of rough. I guess I'd go with the SNES version. Kind of a long-winded answer there, but I mean, I like the choppy nature of the graphics. I like, it's just very nostalgic to me. To me, this does not look bad, not even a little bit. You know, this, I can put myself in the time period of when all this happened, you know? When all this came out, and it just brings me right back to that time. So which one did you not care for? Was it the N64, or was it the different options of the... I mean, I don't know. I mean, when you look at it, it's kind of hard to get around in it, I guess. I don't know. Ribbit, I'm it. That's awesome. You got to go to E3, by the way. Oh, man. So if I was on a desert island and I could have an SNES or an N64, what would I do? It's the only game system I could have. I sure love me some GoldenEye, and I could sure play a lot of GoldenEye. And some Turok and Super Mario 64. But what was really lacking on the N64 was the RPGs, man. I don't know. That's okay. You don't have to like everything that comes out by Nintendo. The GameCube version of F-Zero is by far the best. It's the closest to the arcade version. And the N64 version, I think, is definitely a lot better than the Super Nintendo version. I guess because of the RPGs and Super Mario World, I don't know. Super Mario 64 was absolutely amazing, but I could play Super Mario World any day, every day. So, and Link to the Past, I don't know, Ocarina of Time is amazing. It's kind of tough, man. I think SNES edges it out by just a tiny bit. Like, if it was broke and I could fix it, or I could bring the N64, I'd probably bring the N64, man. Because, too much fun. Oh yeah, I love my N64, man. Still got my original one from my childhood. Alright, we're going to jump out of this. We're going to play some Stunt Racer. If I can find the game here. There we are. Right next to Star Fox. Just so many good times with both games. It's so tough. I played the hell out of Castlevania and all the wrestling games. Oh yeah, Rush 2 was amazing. Mortal Kombat 64, a lot of fun. 007, Mario 64, Mario Kart 64. Just absolutely amazing. We're gonna have to keep it easy here. Ocarina of Time, and don't forget Majora's Mask. Man, talk about some amazing games. Graphically, does Ocarina of Time hold up too well? Not really, but oh boy. This game was stunning back in the day. I know people that might be watching or probably not thinking that, but it is. Wasn't there kind of like a drifting function in this? I can't remember. Ah, really cool, the Mario there. I had forgotten about that. Whoa! Hitting on the edge there. Yeah, I don't know, man. I could take the N64 to Desert Island, and if I had the whole library, oh man, I don't think I could be bored. Just the same thing with the SNES, man. I could bring the SNES to a deserted island, man, and I highly doubt that I would be bored in any way, shape, or form. Gameplay is a little choppy here than what you would think of other racing games at the time that were 2D, but again, this was like right at the cutting edge of graphics with the FX chip. I think it was like the second game that came out that utilizes the FX chip, right behind Star Fox, if I remember correctly. I had this game later on, but it wasn't right as it came out. But I remember renting it from a movie store. It was called Movie Time. Ah! We're both going off-road, man! This is tough. Super awesome music. I remember feeling so relaxed playing this music. Whoa! What in the world? Alright, we made it to the goal, man. Yeah, the SNES was definitely ahead of its time, man. You know, you can put it up against any of the current platforms at the time, man. And, you know, the 3DO, the Neo Geo wasn't the most powerful, but, you know, it was definitely leaps and bounds ahead of the Sega Genesis and the TurboGrafx 16 back in the day. You were definitely right, man. Gonna go on to the next race. And this might be it for the live stream, guys. Kind of tired. I just worked 14 hours at the job, so. So I definitely need to get some sleep here. It's definitely a lot of fun playing all sorts of different games. Yeah, the SNES was definitely ahead of its time. It came out in '91. The graphics card capability there, and then when you add in the FX chip, of course that was on the cart, but when you added that in, I mean, these games look amazing. And musically, I mean, God, the Link to the Past. Hell, I listen to that music sometimes just to relax, you know. or Super Mario World, or you know, the best soundtrack of all those games is probably Final Fantasy III. Of course, the music in Chrono Trigger is good. I really liked Ys 5, The Wanderer, and I don't know, Donkey Kong Country. I replay that game every year. Donkey Kong Country 1 and 2. Partially because I just love the music so much. Check out those water effects. Oh man. What the heck? Checkpoint. The capture card's capturing pretty good. Oh, work, man. I work in healthcare. Oh, final lap. First passion's always been gaming, but that didn't pay the bills, so went into healthcare, man. Secure line of work. Never afraid of losing the job, that's for sure. Whoa! Should have let off the gas there for a second. Wowza. Not a very long draw distance in this game. But, you know, is it very playable? Yes. I mean, I'm having a good time here. Go! Rank 1. Alright. Hey, iPad. YAN17. How's it going? Please check out the YouTube channel, guys. Please like, subscribe, and comment. I don't know. I'm guessing we probably do. Wow, what a question. What a question. I don't know. Maybe 3 years old. I don't know, man. Don't know. Kind of weird. Alright, guys. We're going to end on a high note. That was the last game we're going to play. Stunt Racer FX for the SNES. Please remember to like, subscribe, comment. And as always, guys, peace and happy gaming.